But I know, change has gotta come, man. Ooh, yes it is. Oh my, oh my.
Hello, my name is Evan Jones, and our group video will be about cystic fibrosis, aka CF. I will be talking about the genetics of CF and kind of a general overview. Ryan will be talking about how to prevent CF in your future children, and Bill will be talking about how to treat CF in the near future. Cystic fibrosis is an inherited disease that affects the body's glands. CF is an autosomal recessive inherited genetic disorder, which means both parents must be carriers of the abnormal CF gene for the children to inherit CF.
Man and a woman had a little baby. Yeah, they did. And there were 3 in the family.
If 2 carriers produce offspring, their children would have a 25% chance of inheriting the disease, a 25% chance to inherit normal non-carrier gene, and a 50% chance of inheriting the carrier gene. Cystic fibrosis affects the body's glands that produce sweat and mucus. Mucus in CF patients is very thick and accumulates in the intestines and lungs that results in malnutrition, poor growth, frequent respiratory infections, breathing difficulties, and eventually permanent lung damage. The average life expectancy is about 30 years of age. Lung disease is the usual cause of death in CF patients.
Hi, Ryan Frey here. The best way to ensure a child does not inherit CF is for future parents to get tested. If both parents turn out to be carriers, the next option is for in vitro fertilization, or IVF, with pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. Testing for an abnormal CF gene has improved to nearly 100% accuracy. If either of the parents are non-carriers, the child is safe, which will most likely be the case. It is a very easy way for future parents to know their child will not acquire the disease.
Hey everyone, Bill Mattison here, and I'm going to talk to you about the future possibility of gene therapy for treating cystic fibrosis, aka CF. The future of gene therapy for CF is a little bit harder to explain. Everyone's genetics are stored in deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. Cystic fibrosis is caused by an inherited abnormal CFTR, cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator gene. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, Biological and Environmental Research Program, who conducted the Human Genome Project, CFTR is a type of protein classified as an ABC transporter. These proteins transport molecules such as sugars, peptides, inorganic phosphate, chloride, and metal cations across the cellular membrane. CFTR transports the chloride ion across the membrane of the cells in the lungs, liver, pancreas, digestive tract, reproductive tract, and the skin. Gene therapy represents a potentially important advance in the treatment of many diseases, including cystic fibrosis, which is the most fatal autosomal recessive disorder in Caucasian Americans, according to Gene Therapy, Volume 9. The goal of gene therapy is to correct the CFTR gene by using manipulated viruses as vectors to carry the normal CFTR gene and replacing it with the abnormal gene, returning the cell to its normal functioning state.
I get a good feeling,
Unfortunately, the efficiency of gene therapy is far from being sufficient for clinical use. Thank you for watching our video on cystic fibrosis, and hopefully you learned a little something about the most fatal autosomal recessive disorder for Caucasian Americans.